everyone. My name is Ariel Purwitt, and I'm a superstar director in Missoula, Montana. And I have been with Scentsy for almost 8 years now. And I want to talk about something that can create a lot of fear in a lot of consultants, especially newer consultants, or maybe consultants who have been with the company for a long time. And that is asking people to join their business with them, to join their team. And it's important to ask people to join your team because that's how you grow a business. That's how you grow a sustainable income. That's how you, by helping others, you multiply your efforts. And not only that, but it's very rewarding. It's rewarding to help others along the way. And so I really encourage you to ask people to join your teams. Now, I can share from personal experience that it's scary. When I first started 8 years ago, I said, okay, I'm going to do this, but I am not going to ask anybody to join my team. Ever. I'm never going to do that. And as I got started, I didn't have to ask people because people were coming to me and asking to join my team, which was great. That made it easy for me. But I want to, I've since gotten over the fear of asking people if they've ever thought of doing Scentsy for themselves. And I just want to share some kind of fear busters, if you will, and ways that maybe you could get over that as well. So let's talk about how it's scary. It is scary to ask people. There are maybe someone who you're close with and you're maybe afraid of what they'll think of you, or you're kind of putting yourself out there. If it's a friend or a stranger or a family member, no matter what, you're putting yourself out there. So let's just get started with a fear that you might have about asking someone to join your team. And that is, what if they punch me? Okay, so that's obviously a joke. I bet you never well, I don't want to ask anybody to join my Scentsy team because they might punch me. Because they're not going to punch you. But if you think about it, what's the absolute worst that can happen? If you ask somebody and you genuinely ask them with a compliment, hey, I have so much fun hanging out with you. I would love it if you would join our Scentsy group. We have a blast together too. Have you ever considered it? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? They're not going to physically hurt you. They will be flattered that you thought of them to join your team. And if they're not going to attack you. They're not going to yell at you and tell you that you're crazy for asking them. So you can just, if it helps you, go to the place of what's the absolute worst thing that's going to happen if I ask this person, and then come back to reality and realize that's never going to happen. Okay? It's going to be okay. They're still going to love you. And like I said, if you ask them with a compliment, they will always be flattered. Nobody's feelings are going to be hurt that you thought they would be good at something. So put that fear aside, build yourself up to that, and ask them. Okay, next fear. What if they say no? Okay, so this is a really valid fear. We all kind of have a fear of rejection. I think deep down, probably more than a fear of flying or a fear of public speaking. For me, or a fear of heights or any of those other fears would be a fear of rejection. You're putting yourself out there. There's a chance they're going to say no. And I'm just here to tell you, honestly, they will. Some people will say no. So if you know that going into asking everybody, it's less scary. Okay? Because some people are going to say no. It isn't going to be for everybody. If you think about the waitress who goes around pouring coffee at the restaurant, we hear this example all the time, right? When she says to somebody, say a table of 4 people, would you like coffee this morning? 3 of them say no. Maybe all 4 of them say no. Does she go crying and quitting her job? No, they just don't want coffee that morning. Maybe the next morning when they come in, they want coffee. But they're going to say no. It's nothing personal. It has nothing to do with you as a person or a business leader or anything like that. Sometimes no means not right now. Sometimes no means I don't have enough information. Sometimes no means, sometimes no means no, but thank you. So if you know that going into asking people, it makes it less scary. In addition, I assure you, it takes asking a lot of people. I'm trying to find that. Now I probably moved it. Because I cleaned my office and now I don't know where anything is. It takes asking a lot of people to get the yeses, to get people to be on your team. I keep a notebook that where I write the date and who I asked and how I asked them and what we talked about to kind of keep track because I was really struggling with recruiting. And so I thought to myself, how many people am I actually asking? So I started keeping this notebook to keep myself accountable. And when I went back, there were people who said no 6 months earlier that joined 6 months later. So asking no, like I said, doesn't always mean a definitive no. Some people might always be no, but it takes asking several people to get your yeses to grow your team. So then that brings us to the next fear. What if they say yes? Some people will actually be afraid to ask people to join their team because they're kind of afraid. What if they actually do get people on their team, and then what are they going to have to do? Okay, so I'm here to tell you to put that fear aside, because if they say yes and they are ready to join your team, it is going to be the most exciting and best time of your Scentsy business that there is to come. And your sponsor and your director will be there to help you, your superstar director. The home office team, consultant support, the resources tab. There is so much help out there. YouTube videos that other consultants share. There's so much help out there that if they say yes, that isn't something scary. It's something great for your business. And there are places to turn to where you can help them get them going. So don't be afraid to ask somebody because they might say yes. Okay? Put that aside and ask everyone if they've considered doing something like Scentsy, because saying yes is a good thing. Okay, so here's another fear that might prevent consultants from growing their team and asking others to join them in their business. What if they ask a question that I don't know the answer to? That one was kind of hard to read. But what if they ask a question that I don't know the answer to? Like I said on the previous what if they say yes, you have your sponsor, your director, your superstar director, you have the resources tab, the training center, Facebook pages, consultant YouTube videos, consultant support. I mean, Scentsy girls and boys are so willing to help each other, you can always find the answer. And so if you ask someone and they say, well, how much money do I make? Something like that. What's my commission? And you freeze and you're not sure, you can't remember for some reason. It's okay to say, you know what? I just started my Scentsy journey too. Let me ask my upline. They're always there to help me, and I'll get back to you with the answer. It's okay to not have all the answers. It is a Scentsy journey. We are all learning. We are all growing. And so it's okay to say, let me do some research and get back to you with the answer to that question. So don't ask somebody, don't not ask somebody to join. That's a double negative, which is a positive, right? So ask people to join your team because there's always answers out there. So even if you don't know them all, they can be found and someone's there to help you. All right. So what if, here's another question. What if they steal my customers? Okay. So you've been a consultant for a long time or a short time, and maybe you're afraid to flip your hostess because, well, then I'm going to lose those customers. Then I'm going to lose that host if she joins my team. there is a saying out there that goes, I can't remember exactly how it goes. It's something like customers are your income for today, teammates are your income for tomorrow. So, you want teammates so that you can build that income for the future, right? Because then they're having parties with their friends and helping to earn income for you. You're having parties with your friends and earning income for yourself as well. And you're all working together and helping each other. So there is no need to fear them stealing your customers. There is always plenty of customers to go around. I have had really good friends join my team. I have my mom on my team, my sister-in-law on my team, and we're all related to the same people. I have cousins on my team. I have friends from high school. I have friends who I'm friends with currently. I have people who I met at a dance class. I mean, and there's still enough customers to go around. You can always go find new customers who are looking for Scentsy consultants. You can share Scentsy at the grocery store line, at the bank line, at sports activities, if you have kids with their teachers. So there's always customers to go around. So don't let someone stealing your customers be a fear for you to not ask them to join your team, because it's going to help you grow your business, help you build a stable income, and help you advance within the company. So the moral of the story is, yes, there are fears for asking people to join our Scentsy teams, but ask anyway. It will be the best thing you can do. You will have so much fun. It is so enriching and fulfilling to have people on your team who you are working with, who you are cheering for, who you're learning with, who you're sharing things like the new catalog. It's just so much fun. So just muster up as much courage as you can and ask anyway. And if you'd like to chat with me about it, or talk about some kind of like role play conversations that you could do or ways you could ask, I'd be happy to talk to you about it anytime. Happy team growing!